Welcome to the session on multiplying large numbers. The objectives for this session are to multiply a one-digit number by a three-digit number and multiply a two-digit number by a three-digit number. Let's take a look at the first example. We're required to multiply 132 by 3. We're going to set this calculation up as shown on your screen, and then multiply the digits one at a time from right to left. So we start with 3 multiplied by 2, which equals 6. And we place the 6 here. Then 3 multiplied by 3 equals 9. And we place the 9 here. And finally 3 multiplied by 1 equals 3. And we place the 3 here, to give us 396. Now for another example. We are required to multiply 941 by 5. Again, let's set this up as shown on your screen and start multiplying from right to left. So 5 multiplied by 1 equals 5. Place the 5 here. 5 multiplied by 4 equals 20. This time we have two digits. So we place the 0 as shown directly below the 4 and the 2 in the next column. We've carried that over, that's why it's small. Now we multiply 5 by 9 to give us 45. And we add 45 to 2, which gives us 47. Now there are no more digits beyond the 9, so we simply add the 4 and place it here, to give us 4,705. Now for the next example. We are required to multiply 633 by 7. So let's set this up again as shown on your screen and begin multiplying from the right-hand side. So 7 multiplied by 3 equals 21. We place the 21 as shown on your screen. Since we've carried over the 2, it is written as a small number or in a small font. Next, we multiply 7 by 3 to give us 21, and then add this to the 2 here to give us 23. And we write 23 as shown here. Next, we multiply 7 by 6. This is equal to 42, and we add this to the 2 we've carried over here to give us 44, and 44 is written as shown. Now, since there are no more digits to consider after the 6, we simply add this carried over 4 and place it here. To give us 4,431. Now for the next example. We are required to find the product of 14 and 201. Set up your calculation as shown, and then begin by multiplying 4 by each of the digits above it from the right-hand side. So 4 multiplied by 1 equals 4. And we place the 4 here as shown. 4 multiplied by 0 equals 0. And we place the 0 here as shown. And then 4 multiplied by 2 equals 8. And we place the 8 here. Now we need to consider the 1 in the 14 and multiply each of the digits above by this 1. Now, since this 1 actually represents the 10 in the number 14, we need to place a 0 here as shown and then start multiplying. So we have 1 times 1 equals 1, and we place the 1 here. 1 times 0 equals 0, and we place the 0 here. And 1 times 2 equals 2, and we place the 2 here. Next we add. So 4 add 0 equals 4. 0 add 1 equals 1. 8 add 0 equals 8. And 2 is of course just 2. To give us 2,814. Now for the next example. We are required to find the product of 38 and 149. Again, set up the calculation as shown and begin multiplying from the right-hand side. So 8 multiplied by 9 equals 72. 8 times 4 equals 32, and add that to the carried over 7 to give us 39. 8 times 1 equals 8, and add that to the carried over 3 to give us 11. And this carried over 1 is simply placed here as shown. Now we start multiplying by the 3. And of course, since this 3 actually represents 30 in the 38, we need to place a 0 here and then start multiplying. So we have 3 times 9 equals 27, and the 27 is written like so. 3 times 4 equals 12, and we need to add the 12 to the 2 here to give us 14. And 3 times 1 equals 3, and add that to the carried over 1 to give us 4. Now we add. So 2 add 0 equals 2. 9 add 7 equals 16. 1 add 4 add the carried over 1 equals 6. And 1 add 4 equals 5. To give us 5,662. Now pause the slideshow and have a go at these exercises. The solutions will be released one at a time so you can check your answers as you go along. Pause the slideshow whenever you need to. Now for the next exercise. Again, the solutions will be released one at a time so you can check your answers as you go along. Pause the slideshow whenever you need to. This brings us to the end of this session. Do attempt the exercises in your textbook related to this topic. Thank you very much for listening.